Good morning. This is Rod with Jesus and Silver. And today I want to talk about church. There's a version of church our souls quietly long for, even when our pride doesn't want to admit it. It's that church is a hospital for sinners because every one of us, no matter how strong or positive we look on the outside, knows what the Bible calls the dark night of our soul. We wrestle with sin. We face darkness. We battle temptation, weakness, maybe depression. And Romans 3:23 says, all have sinned. So God is honest about it. So why aren't we? So Jesus tried to deal with this head on. When the religious crowd complained to him about hanging out with the wrong people, the tax collectors, the sinners, the prostitutes, Jesus didn't back down. No, no, no. Jesus said it's not the healthy who needs a doctor, but the sick. I didn't come to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance. Let that sink in. Jesus wasn't embarrassed to be seen with broken people. He wasn't ashamed to sit at a table that was messy with those struggling, with the imperfect, with those possessed, with those that were sinners. Matter of fact, he called them, he healed them, and he restored them. And the Bible doesn't hide the flaws of God's people either. In the Old Testament, we see men and women alike who could fill a list of every kind of impurity, right? I mean, Moses did some things, Noah did some things, Abraham's wife, David, of course, right? All these people did some things. What about the New Testament disciples? They argued a lot. They got jealous. They lost their temper. They doubted. And they messed up just like we do. And when you read the letters of Paul, you see all of it, right? You see sin, conflict, division, pride, immorality, confusion. And yet the church wasn't a museum for perfect people. It's not a place where it, it is the place where problems were addressed, people were healed, people were confronted, and people were redeemed. So if the sin is the sickness and the church is supposed to be the hospital, why is there a stigma around talking about sin in church today? Because we love a testimony of the person who used to sin, but we also love the before and after. But the Bible shows us something different. People inside the church still struggling, still growing, still being transformed today. It's not excused, it's not ignored, but healed in a community, in honesty, in grace, and in truth. The church isn't a courtroom for condemnation. And a lot of us always thought it was. I think growing up, I always thought it was. I was always told, like, well, if you come to church, lightning's going to strike, or the church will burn down. It's not a stage for pretending. It's not a club for the spiritual elite, even though some like to think that. But it's a hospital, a place where sinners, all of us, come to get restored. A place where we can finally stop hiding. A place where Jesus meets us, heals us, and calls us into the light. Because the church isn't full of perfect people. It's full of people being perfected. So if you haven't ran into Jesus yet, haven't met Jesus, or you don't have a relationship with him, let me know. I'd love to help you out with that. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please give me a like, subscribe, maybe a comment to let other people have the opportunity to hear the message of Jesus. So thank you for listening. I hope you're having a great day.